everybody. Welcome to Volume Up. I'm Leslie Jespersen, and you're in my kitchen because we are in the middle of what will soon be a government shutdown, I'm sure, and everybody is told to stay home. Hi, Benny. So I actually postponed what was supposed to be airing today to next week because I want to talk with you guys about working from home, transitioning from working outside the home to in the home, and especially help you out in case you have kids at home too. So like all the madness, give yourself some grace because it is not easy. I've been working from home for 4 years now. I've tried having office space. I do go out for meetings. We film a lot on location, and there's a lot that goes into it. So I don't just like, I'm not a homebody, but I'm gonna have to be off. And you're gonna see, I'm gonna try not to do too much editing with this because I want you guys to see what it's like working from home. And I'm gonna give you some tips, some things to do to help you make this transition a little bit less stressful. So I guess number one would be to just understand that what you might think is working for today, tomorrow, this week, the next 2 weeks might not work down the road. So I guess I'll walk you through what a typical day looks like for me. I'm not a huge morning person. Anybody who knows me knows that I am not, my brain is just not at max capacity, at its full, functioning when I wake up in the morning. I need the blinds open for that sunlight to start waking me up. I need no one to talk to me for a little bit. I take thyroid hormone every day. Also, you're gonna really, I'm not editing any of this out. You're gonna see what it's really like working from home, like for real, for real. The camera angle does not see Vinny because he's over there waiting for me to throw the ball, but I'm gonna continue talking to you guys while I'm playing fetch with my dog. So I wake up in the mornings and 5 days a week I have my kids. So my priority is not looking like this when I wake up in the morning. My priority is making sure that my kids are up and dressed and fed and have their homework and getting out the door. That's gonna change, but still, if you see me like before 10 a.m., I purposely actually don't schedule anything before 10 a.m. because that's like my time to really get my shit together in the morning. So that's what I do. If it's a nice day, I will take this maniac down to the beach, let him get some, I hit the table, don't tell Aaron. Let him get some energy out and like breathe in the salt air, get that sunshine, get my body moving. We're 2 blocks from the beach, so that really helps me wake up. And so I asked you guys to submit some questions on Facebook. I'm really hungry, by the way, so I'm gonna make my lunch while I'm talking. I asked you guys to submit some questions or some, tell me some things that you might need help with while you're making this adjustment. And especially if you have younger kids at home. So I recommend the first thing that you do when you get up in the morning is dedicate time to them. I like to clean my kitchen and like straighten up my house first thing in the morning because otherwise I'll get focused in work and I won't get to it, or it'll like stress me out throughout the day that my house is a mess, especially if I have people coming over, if I have meetings or something. So the first thing I do is once I'm home is work
on my kitchen. So if you, he's still too short. If you have your kids, and this is what we're planning on doing tomorrow, I highly encourage you to incorporate your kids into this activity and into this routine, because they're getting all your attention right now. So, for example, it's my 13-year-old's chore to unload the dishwasher. I did that today because he's not here, but that's something that he would be doing, and we're all in the kitchen together. Avery can be, my daughter, she's 8, she can be, straightening up from breakfast. She can be, sweeping or swiffering. I'll look at, I made like chore charts. Look, I am like world's okayest mom, I promise you. This is only so like they can have a visual. I don't know if we will actually be sticking to this, but hey, while it works, we're gonna use it. So have them working on their stuff, and just give your kids the most attention in the morning, so that they don't feel like you're waking up and rolling out of bed and going to your computer and they're like, what the hell, mom's home, I'm home, I want to spend time with them. So that's what I would recommend for your morning. And then sit them down for 45 minutes to an hour. You're going to need to take a lot of breaks. And this is tough for me sometimes, because if I'm doing a project that I'm like on websites or something that requires a lot of my focus, before you know it, it's been like 3 hours. But set some alarms on your phone and take those breaks. Maybe check over the kids' homework. I take the breaks to take Vinny outside and throw the ball with him. And if you have the kids, this would be a good time for a snack, because guarantee you they're hungry already. And this brings me to my next point, is stay on a routine with the eating. Let me tell you how difficult that was for me when I first started. All I did was like snack all day because I'm home, right? I told my kids on Friday, I guess it was, when they were home, I'm like, look, if you want to be eating in the classroom right now, we're not eating right now. Chances are they're not hungry, they're bored, which is something that like kids these days don't really understand how to be bored, which is tough, right? But that's going to be one good thing that comes out of this, is these kids are going to learn how to be bored. They're going to learn again how to entertain themselves. If they have classwork to do, have them do their classwork, go over it, and then go back to work for another hour or two. I'm telling you, taking these breaks. And you'll figure out a schedule, that works for you. I'm trying to open this kombucha and it's tough. So another thing, I don't really get ready, do hair and makeup until the afternoon, but I really recommend that you guys do it at least, I dropped something, at least a couple days a week, because I got into this rut from working from home that I never had to see anybody, right? Back when I was doing a lot of like PR marketing from like behind the scenes, you're not allowed to be doing this. I like turned into this swamp demon who stayed in her pajamas all day. And yeah, do I still do that till about noon if I don't have meetings or something? 100%. You hear me talk about all the time that there is a big chance that I'm not wearing pants. Guess what? Take advantage, but also wash your face, put your makeup on if that's what makes you feel good, do your hair, whenever works for you. For me, that works after lunch, and I feel like that's when I film all my content, do things like this, and that's when I'm like at my peak. you have not ordered these goalie gummies, they are a lifesaver. I love them. You hear me talk about them on the show all the time. They're vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, organic. They're apple cider vinegar gummies, and they give you some energy. And they're great for your immunity, since we don't know what the hell is going around in our world right now. So so then I do my hair and my makeup, get myself together. Now, I want to talk to you guys about two things that you have mentioned to me that you're struggling with already. Number one is getting your kids to understand that mommy's working and she's not being mean and ignoring you. My one friend said that she had to like lock herself in the bathroom. Look, this is gonna be the biggest lesson that we can give our kids right now, is that everything's going to be different, but mommy is working. Just like in circle time, or now my kids are older, so I can be like, yo, you know I'm working, sit down. But 4 years ago, that was not the case. I've gone through entire summers with my kids home at a young age. If you've been following me, if we've been friends for a while, you know that, you know, there's so many times that Avery has popped up demanding my attention in my Free Tip Friday videos when I ran my marketing and PR agency. And that's a lot of work. I did all of that from home with my kids home. So you can do it, but you need to set boundaries, just like, you know, they would in a classroom. If it's time for quiet reading, there's consequences. If the kid I taught kindergarten for 1.5 years. Look, not for me, I like adults better than children, but they need that structure now more than ever, as their world is flipped upside down. Just like we're struggling, they're struggling too. So keep those consequences, keep those rules, because that's real. They're going to appreciate it. You're going to see that they're going to thrive. You know, look, I'm not saying have, you know, those memes like art time, creative time. If that's for you, knock yourself out. That's just not me. But if your younger kids need it, give them consequences, you know, and they need to understand that this is time for mommy's work. This is just like if the teacher's doing something and you're asked to sit down and read a book or do this activity quietly, you're not interrupting. And it doesn't mean that mommy's being a mean mommy or you're being bad, but just these are the rules, right? There's rules and there's consequences. These are the rules while we are working from home. I promise you, you can do it. They might kick, they might scream, and of course, encourage your bosses. You know, I would hope that everybody's kind of like being super understanding. You got kids. It is what it is, okay? You know, sometimes you do need to say, look, I gotta go wipe an ass. You know, it is what it is. And you really want to hope that your employers and your clients are being understanding of that. Look, I got rid of clients who didn't understand that. I'm not saying that we're in a position to be quitting jobs or anything, but just, you want to encourage people to be understanding and give yourself a little slack, cut yourself a little slack too. So that is my answer to what to do with your kids. Now, another question that I got was, how do you focus, right? Because there's so many things going on. A lot of things are canceled. You're going to have to come up with different ways to do things, right? That you didn't do before. And that's where I'm going to tell you about my two best friends, the legal pads and the to-do list. My friend Danielle got this for me for Christmas one year, and it is I think my number two favorite thing for my office. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, and let me let Vinny out real quick. You can follow me. I'll just turn. Welcome to my house, guys. Welcome to my office. Come on, Vinny, outside. So once you are, what was I saying? Oh, okay. So if you are if you're feeling overwhelmed, you have all these things in your head and you just don't even know where to start. Number one, don't over-caffeinate yourself, because that is just a recipe for disaster. That's great if you're going to the gym or like if you're trying to clean your house, but when you need to be focused for work, too much caffeine will make you feel like a psychopath. Don't do it. So my list. I actually use my legal pads a lot at night because I feel most overwhelmed at night when I'm trying to sleep, and like all of my to-do list starts building in my brain. And so what I'll do is like a brain dump on my legal pad. It's not, you know, it's not pretty handwriting. It's not like an outline. There's squiggles all over. Sometimes it's a little, sometimes it's a lot, but you just want to get it all out, right? So you can see it, so you can look at it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to prioritize on something like this. You don't need a special pad, you know, but just make 3 columns if you need to. So the first one, super important, right? So this is what needs to be done today, or else you're going to get in trouble, or else you're going to, like, I don't know, super prioritize stuff. So take your brain dump from your legal pad and you're going to start categorizing. You're going to put things on the super important stuff that you have to do right away. Then there's do this. So then you're going to put down stuff that, it would be, I really should get this done today, but if it doesn't get done, if it has to be pushed off to the next couple days, it's okay. And then there's chill, this can wait. And for me, those on the chill, this can wait, those are like my new ideas, my new projects, my things that I really want to do, but it's like only for me and it's not for my clients, so it's okay. And depending on the day, so if it's like time sensitive, like editing a Volume Up episode, you know, new episodes are every Tuesday night. So if it's Wednesday, then that can go in the chill, that can wait because I have a whole week to do it. Now, so after you have your list, the next thing you want to do is look at 2 things. Number one, what are you like super excited and motivated and passionate about? Because for me, when I am in that zone and I'm in that energy, I want to take advantage of that, right? Because who knows when you're going to lose it? Who knows when you're going to get distracted? So I move that to the top of priority. So if my creative juices are flowing, for example, I'm writing a ebook on my at-home coffee recipes. That's something that I'm super excited about right now. It's a way to bring in money right now when times are tough and my events are canceling and who knows where I'm going to get my next paycheck from. So that is priority to me. That moves up. And then also now this is controversial, what you want to make priority is things that are like dumb and easy and you can really get them out of the way. And you don't have to, if they take 5 minutes, right? You want to just get it done, because when you have, I threw out yesterday's, but when you're able to check things off that list, physically cross them out, check them, whatever, it just makes you feel so much more accomplished. When Marceluna Media Marketing was really, really busy, I had a ton of clients. I was doing all the marketing and PR and all kinds of design, and I was doing the radio show. I would wake up in the morning with panic attacks because I had this long list for my legal pad, and there didn't seem like enough hours in the day, because 5 days a week I have to be done by a certain time, well, not 5 days, but the majority of the week I have to be done by 3 o'clock to get my kids from school, and then it's like homework and laundry, and like save that stuff for the afternoon. You're gonna figure it out. But I would wake up with panic attacks, like, how am I going to get all of this done? This saved me from living in that energy, I swear to you, because as I'm crossing it out, I was able to see, like, Leslie, you got yourself worked up for no reason, because most of the time I was done all that shit by 2 p.m. And if it was chill, this can wait, it didn't matter. I could do it tomorrow. It was okay. It was okay to, here's my next point. It was okay to put the phone down. my next point is if you get easily distracted, if your phone's blowing up all the time and you realize that you've been on Facebook for like the last 4 hours, or you've watched every single person's Instagram stories and you need to set some boundaries with your social media, take this phone and put it on a charger. Put it on a charger in the other room, get it out of your vision, set a timer on there, turn your ringer off, put do not disturb on. You know, your kids are with you, or, you know, let people know, look, I'm not going to be in reachable for the next 40 minutes, and buckle down and do it. Get rid of all your distractions. Do it. Trust me, there's no emergencies that are worth, you know, you having your phone in your face all the time. And that's a lesson that I really struggle with still. But when it's necessary, it's necessary. People will understand. My next tip is to set up an environment that works for you. I've shown you guys on my social media, on Marceluna's page, my brand new office upstairs. I have an entire room in this house that was supposed to be my office and the guest room. It's over there, so it doesn't really get good natural sunlight during the day. And I found myself working on my laptop from my couch every single day. And I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, I'm running all over the place, checking my calendar. I hate my office. So I moved it upstairs where there's beautiful lighting. And I really, really, really love my space now. You guys see me film on social media and I go live and I'm there all the time. I love to work there. And that doesn't mean that change in environment still won't be necessary sometimes. There are days when I just want to go sit down on my couch in my underwear and like not get dressed and not do anything and put Below Deck on TV as background noise, and that's okay too. A lot of this is going to be figuring out what works for you, understanding your own self creatively, all of it. So I know this was a lot, but I just wanted to, I felt like this is something that I was good at and that I have figured out. And I'm going to leave you guys with the reminder to give yourself grace, give your kids grace. Don't kill your partners. You know, go outside. We will make it through this. Support small business. Do online shopping. Get out in the sunshine. I know this is stressful and I know this is tough, but this is what we have to do to get everybody better and to keep ourselves safe. So love to you. You can do this. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video. Please share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. If you are interested in advertising, I would love to talk with you more. Send an email to volumeup@marceluna.com. And have a great week, guys. We will get through this. All right, bye-bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and share this episode with your friends if you got some value in it.